It is time, it is time, it is time, it is time. Hello. Hello. Welcome to Friday Stream. I'm now realizing I didn't plan for today that well. I know how I had a nice plan for last week? Yeah, well, about this week. I planned one drawing. And then after that, we'll see how that goes. I don't know how that's gonna go. Hello, Relo. Welcome, welcome. How's it going? It's hot. It's been hot. At least it was hot. At least like yesterday. Now it's just raining. I just realized I have plans for tomorrow. And if it's not warm tomorrow, I'm gonna be so upset. Girl, finally has a chance to go swimming. Which I still should be able to stream tomorrow. It is the plan. However, I will not be streaming for that long. The weather tomorrow. Damn, it's gonna be 80 degrees tomorrow. Or possibly a high of 90. I think swimming will be fine. I think it'll be fine. Muggy weather, that's basically what it is. Like, hello, imaginary land. I also had to go to a different YouTube account again because YouTube moderation marked me as a minor for watching Mighty Maggie Swords and Giant Test. And looking like I'm 12 by my face. Dang. I hate all the new things that are coming out with the age verification and stuff. Kind of forgot it was happening because I haven't had to deal with it. I guess I watch more quote-unquote mature things. I watch videos on how to do taxes to make sure that they think I'm an adult. It's working. I'm reading before I play anything. Ooh, what you reading? What you reading? What you reading? I need to get into reading again. I'm so bad at it. I started reading a little of something right before bed. Other than that, I'm not reading that much. The Wandering Inn as always. Noise. You know what There's a series that I've kind of been interested in. I've heard other people talk about it. Wings of Fire. I want to say Freedom, but I'm pretty sure it's Attack on Titan. Wings of Fire. It's a dragon book. It sounds interesting. I've seen a lot of like art and stuff about it, animations. Can't tell you what it's about. Even if I've seen like a lot of the animations and stuff. It's not as big as Warrior Cats, where there's so much you can easily get almost the entire story. Which I have only read one book on Warrior Cats. And Gray Stripes, I want to say it had 3 comics, and Scourge is 1 comic. I think that's all I read from that. Anything else, I mainly got from the animation community, because oh my god, the storytelling, and how much gore, death was animated for a children's cat book. It's crazy. Great community. Too bad it's kind of dead. The animation and YouTube never mixed. If I say I'm reading, then 8 out of 10 of 10 is 8 out of 10 for The Wandering Inn. Never read it, but I know there's a lot of dark topics in Wings of Fire, which is heavily pushed for kids. I feel like you can say the same about Warrior Cats. Like, there's a lot of graphic, interesting deaths. Like, one of them, spoiler warning, I guess. think it's Tiger Stripe, where he sits there and dies over and over until his 9 lives are up. Why? Still kind of cool for the concept of how they die and whatnot, but also a 12-year-old is supposed to read this? I'm not judging. I'm pretty sure a lot of kids were still interested in it no matter what. I can't have time to read. I'm writing super gay yaoi and yuri. For me, I don't know what you're talking about. I would never indulge in such things. Send it to me so I can avoid it. It's so gross. Send it to me so I can make sure I block it. Please? Why does YouTube moderation have a mark for me for Cartoon Network content? Because YouTube sucks, but it's also anything that's deemed kids channels that you watch, quote unquote kids channels, it's going to mark you as such. So if you watch kids content, you're gonna think, ah, child. Ew. Is it bad that I just noticed the shirt of the human at my pride and joy? You now see my beautiful graphic design at work? God, I would love to have this shirt in real life. It's definitely playing on One Punch Man's Old Pie shirt, because I also have that in real life. I love that shirt a lot. I'm not saying it's a 10 out of 10, I'm saying if I say I'm reading, that it's likely that series. So it's 8 out of 10 going to be that series. Stuff like genocide, both incest forced through arranged marriage, political. Huh. Interesting. Graphic design profession. It is not. I hate graphic design. I'm an artist. It has to be. I have to know graphic design to be an artist. I still hate graphic design. So one day I will read Wings of Fire. I got it. The wagons. I don't know how to draw a dragon. But the wagons. Plus I do find heavier topics to be a little more interesting, to see how someone writes that into the story and how it affects the world. So I may give that a shot. I don't think Warrior Cats have had that dark of things. A lot of it was more violent tendencies, I guess. Violence, death. I know there's like some romance in that. I don't know if any of that was like darker topics of such. I guess you could put political things into Warriors because they did have a ranking system, and obviously sabotage and things like that would happen in such societies. But I can't think of anything that would be like too damning in the book. Huh. Maybe if I read the entire series I would know. Ugh. Brain hurt. Reading hard. You know what? We'll put a milestone. I will read a book out loud. I will do an audiobook if I hit a certain milestone. I can start with Wings of Fire or Warrior Cats. Honestly, that sounds like it would actually be fun. The unfortunate part, you hear me read chats out loud. I am not that good at reading. I'm not illiterate. However, words are hard to look at. It's a very political series, at least for a kid's book, from the little glimpses I hear about. It covers a darker side of monarch politics. Huh. I don't know if your intentions are to get me more interested, but I'm slightly getting more interested. Because I literally know nothing about the series. When I say nothing, I mean nothing. I've seen more dragon designs and like goofy animations for them, but nothing. I haven't seen anyone really animate plot relevant things, at least to my knowledge. I'm sure there's definitely animators and artists that are out there that do that. I just haven't found them. I'm trying to think of the one animator I see. They animate a lot of Wings of Fire, whether they're characters or actually Wings of Fire characters. Hey. Let's see if I could find. Where's? Ah, that's what I want. I hate YouTube. I know you animated them recently. Why are you not in my feed? Oh. Ah, here we go. Where's the dragon animator? Where are you? Maybe it was an old video that popped up into my recommendations. I'm so bad at remembering artist names. I recognize you by style, not name. I am that stinky. If I can ever think of it, I will say their name. They're pretty popular. Somebody asked me when is YouTube gonna sue the UK? They're not gonna sue them. That's not exactly how that works. The fact that they'd get more money out of it doing such things, and the government to not sue them. Matter of fact, that's why they did it, I'm pretty sure. It's because the government would have the right to sue YouTube for not following specific safety laws. YouTube can't sue that back. But I'm also not a lawyer. Lawyers' things are hard. I may follow some lawsuits. That doesn't mean I know everything to a T. I'm just saying what I know from friends talk about it. Or talk about from the series. If I were to rank The Wandering Inn, I'd say it's a 9.5 out of 10. Ooh, it's very up there. It's up there as one of my favorite series, and I can't get people into it because it's so damn long. Isn't a good series a long series, though? I'm gonna write it down. I'm gonna go look it up later. Wandering Inn. Book series. Ooh, cover art looks good. And it is by Aaron Select. That is not how you say it. Solstice. There you go. Good job. Oh my god, it's 15 books! Wait, it's more because there's book 1 that's part 1, 2. So that's 15, 16, that's 17 books. Yeah, when you said it was long, it's pretty long. Hello, AV's Arts. Welcome. No, I don't mean a normal long. Like, abnormally long. How long was the Warriors series? Because that one's pretty long, too. Warrior series. No, not show. I want the cats. How many books are there? How many series? Book set is 6 for the first arc. Wait, this one has art. Give me the entire series. Thank you, Reddit. So there's 3 series. First one having 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Series 2 is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Looks like all of them have. Oh my god! I don't think I ever realized how long Warrior Cats was. So if every series has at least 6 books, we have 2 series, 4 series, 5 series, 6 series. Oh, there's so many. Okay, I think Warrior Cats has you beat. Also, why is my headphones not connecting? I would like to hear. Thank you. There we go. No, that's just the audiobooks you're looking at, not the original web novel series, which is still ongoing. Interesting. Did my headphones really just turn off again? The fuck? Stop turning off. I'm using you, I swear. Stop going to sleep mode. Stop it. Huh. Do you think Wandering In has a Warrior Cats beat? I feel like Warrior Cats is still going too? Question mark? There's so many books. I love how I also look at Wandering In books. The Wandering In is a massive, ongoing, epic fantasy web series, or serial, by Pirate Abba. Okay, and then that says 16 books there with spin-offs. And of course, still going. You know, sometimes I wonder if the reason why I didn't really get into reading is because some series that I am interested in is a little too long, and my focus does not go out that long. Like, for one thing, I am an avid, if I watch things like anime or whatnot, like a series, I prefer to watch it in like a binge section. Because if I had to wait for like a weekly episode or something, I end up forgetting about it. Like, if I miss 1 week, I'm probably not going to go back because I forgot I was reading or watching it in the first place. Until I go, oh yeah, I was reading that. Like, I stopped reading webtoons a long time ago because of that. And there's nothing wrong. Bleh, excuse me. There's nothing wrong with a weekly series. That's fine, obviously. I'm a very forgetful person. The Wandering is currently 16 million words long. For reference, the entire Werecat series is 4. Oh. That's only 4 times. That's 4 times. And the series is far from being fit. They're fighting against One Piece. Another one, way too long of a series. Great series, I know that. One Piece is pretty good. I can't do it. It's just so much. The series is far from being finished. From what I heard from fans who are caught up so far, I'm only at 7 million words into it. You read One Piece. Is One Piece anywhere near those numbers? I'm very curious. I used to be into Harry Potter, but I also realized the books are very long in my ADHD and not meant for people with short attention spans. It's probably my other problem with reading books. Reading is very healthy. Keeps your brain engaged. Get off of brain rot. Ugh. One day. I will read, I swear. I want to. I just need the time. And money. I prefer the physical copies because my eyes focus on a page a little bit better than a screen sometimes. I also read comics a lot more. So, comics don't have pages and pages of just words where my eyeballs start to go away. Harry Potter is another reference point with only 1 million words. And that one has quite a few books too. Lord. For reference, the series is only 10 years? With 16 million words? I can't even think of 16 million words. That's crazy. don't even think I've spoken 16 million words with every day on this earth I have lived. That's crazy. See, when you stream, you learn something new every time. And what I'm learning is authors are scary people. Just to say the least. But Newbie, I heard you're a writer. You should get on that. You gotta start your 10-year series now. Get to it, chop chop. You can't really do word count for manga since it uses images more. I would say it's probably longer. Yeah, that's fair. But imagine if you could, and it had 16 million words for a manga. I think that would count as huge. An ad. I'm sorry. If you want an ad-free experience, you can always sub to my channel. Or be like me. Actually, I don't think icky, gross ad blockers work on Twitch. Not that I know of, at least. I'm already on 3.5 projects. I don't need another one with no help. Hey, what do you mean? What do you mean no help? What do you mean no help? I help. I'm so helpful. I'm so helpful. I'm giving you gay ideas. You know? Huh? Give me some credit. Alright, I think I stalled enough. Black screen. There it is. The girl has a commission. Commission for Pride Month. I started the posing. All I need is Pretty Pups need a little more torso. And not the color. So I need to fix the heads. Now, I kind of imagine being a writer is hard. I've had to write essays and stuff for school. I think I read a short story one time. I don't like writing. I like concepting. Concepting is fun. I can't do anything else. Hose shit automatic. I have a shield mode on. You know what? I can probably turn off certain things. All done. I thought I didn't even have that on. How do I change things? Oh, there's maximum filters on everything. No wonders. No need filters on that. Okay, there we go. I've been meaning to change that for so long. Okay, now if you say shit, I don't think it'll be like, oh no, death. Well, Domino's only $7 for pizza. I had Domino's the other. Domino's is so greasy. It's so greasy. It hurt my tummy the next day, but I like pizza. My stomach is not made for how I used to eat, man. I have old man belly. There's so much wrong with this anatomy, and I know it. I know this is why it's a sketch. The boobas aren't even in the booba spots. My hands look huge. What am I doing? What am I doing? I went to school for this. How do I not know how to anatomy? Everything looks so thick. What was I doing? Like the limbs? Everything's thick. I hit the eraser, I know I did. Your head looks still a little too big. What is that? I swear I know how to art. Now look at me. He's Anyways, Wandering is a fantastic series that I can't recommend more than almost any other series I read. I'm gonna keep that series in mind. Because maybe I'll give it a shot. Who knows? It may not be one that I'd finish or ever catch up. Because eventually, brain will be like, huh, series? Never heard of it. Anyways, look at this amazing little butterfly back here. Pizza. Hello, CMK4 Animates. Welcome, welcome. I wonder what a kid-friendly version of Twitter... I mean... There technically was a place that was a kid-friendly Twitter. Does anyone remember Amino? Which is basically a Predator run site. God, Amino was such a weird time. Every artist was pushing for Amino. Now it's as dangerous as being on Roblox. And I know I used it. I didn't use it very much because Amino is a little weird to me. Ugh. Our Meaver. Ugh. We do not talk about Meavers. God, that was something. If you don't know what Meavers was, I think it was 3DS, 2DS most likely, and the Wii U. Had like a little gamer site. Gamer Twitter site, basically. That was meant for all ages to kind of chat and talk about games and stuff. It would just be right there on your device. It was something. It was a thing. You know, I used it. Because I played Pokemon Academy, which is an art thing on the DS. 3DS. I love that game. I'm pretty sure that was the reason why I got into digital art. I played that so often. I did so many things on it. And the things that people could do on there? Fabulous. Okay, anatomy is looking so much better. I think I moved the booba just a teeny bit. Now we need a hand on the hip. I do not know how to draw hands. Yeah, thinking about Miiverse after all this time. That did get shut down. I don't remember when. But I know when it did, that's when I kind of migrated over to DeviantArt. We all know how DeviantArt went. Degenerate. You had it all. I think your leg is like too far away. Ah! You have to move your foot. Yeah, a little bad action. You have pretty big shoes. I mean, I swear I'm hitting eraser. Don't look at me. Died around 2019 or 2020. I think it was a little bit earlier. I feel like it migrated to DeviantArt around like 2017? 2018? Somewhere around there? Back in 2020, I remember that my boy counterpart was a real life person. Imagine the voice tone. Oh? With very shy, high-pitched 9-year-old voice. Interesting. If I feel like I had a boy counterpart, it was just me with a slightly darker tone. Everything else is still the same. Actually, I bet my hair would be so much curlier if I was a dude. I don't know why. I wish I could make my hair curly. It technically is. I just taking care of. Achoo! Ah, it did work. But watch this. Ah, I'm no longer here. Oh. Well, you see me, and then achoo! Nailed it. I'm so smooth. I switched to DA when the character limit was basically. Oh yeah, they had like 100 character limit. It wasn't it was a comment limit. You can only comment like 10 times a day. Okay, this leg is definitely wrong. I think I gotta switch the foot. I had an idea of how it should be. Wrong. Actually, that's wrong too. Hold on. Hold on. Foot wrong, foot wrong. It's probably gonna be like that. Trust the process. Yeah, it was like 10 comments a day. And that's how you were able to talk to people. Just 10 comments. So you'd save it for people that you actually wanted to talk to. Or, you know, you just post 10 times. And then go fuck off, I guess. It was so dumb. I hate my hair being curly. I feel like that's a curse of hair. Whatever kind of hair you have, you hate how it is and you wish it was different. That's just how it be in life. People with straight hair wish they had curly hair. People with curly hair wish they had straight hair. I know my hair is curly, but because I don't take care of it, it basically looks like a frizzed up mess. Basically short or straight hair, if once it gets pretty oily, I guess. I hate my oily hair. It's gross. Makes me feel greasy. I This should be good. And actually, your head is huge. Analysis. Yes, your head is huge. There. Anatomy is fixed. Now to put in character 1. Gimme, 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 gimme. Yoink. Whoa, what is this on? Who drew this? It's almost like I was commissioned for this one. Teehee. Also, fun fact, you want to support me? You want art from me? I have VGen. Same username as everything else. VGen. Milky. Of course you'd come in when the hot woman comes in. Have you no shame? What one was supposed to be? Oh wait. Just so I can remember. You over here. Ah, my tabs. Tabs? Tabs? And then you on this side. Now I'm gonna reread the message 20 times to make sure I have it right. Orange one sitting, dark blue, black hair, Neil. I know when I did this, it's more blue. Blue. I'm saying it's blue. Dark blue hair. That character looks familiar. Do they? That's crazy. I wonder how they look so familiar. Change my brush to purple. Ugh, such an egg face. We'll fix that, don't worry. No, I'm not one for makeup. I will say, I think it's called cat eye, where you have like that sharp black like streak that comes off your eye. I will say that is such a pretty style, and I don't know why. There's something about it. It's pretty. Woman comes up with me with the cat eye. I just die. Too pretty, can't handle. It would be sad. Oh, I have to color this too. Ugh! Honestly, the whole stream might be just me drawing the sketch. I'm sure that is fine. Since I'm so good at planning, I knew this drawing is gonna take me off screen. It's fun. I'm so good at planning. Since I'm black, my hair type gets nappy, and so I have to spend 10 minutes at least to pick out my hair on a good day. So it's manageable, and I'm a guy, so I have to do less with my hair. I mean, do you have to do less? Are you saying that is your choice, or because it's more common not to really style or have too much for your hair? Because I have people in the family that also have that kind of hair type. I can see how easily it gets turned into a rat's nest. Especially on a bad day where it's just, you just let it go and then you regret it later. sometimes I thank my mother for not giving me that hair type. Because boy, howdy. Actually, I kind of had that hair type when I was younger. Because I do remember my hair being like really curly when I was younger. But it was much shorter than what I have it now. Like my hair goes almost down my whole back. So I think if I ended up cutting my hair, I'd probably see those curls again. I don't think I'm ready for that. My poor hand trying to screaming for my mother to stop brushing my hair because it hurts. And followed by my hands getting hit by a comb. Ah, those were the days. My trauma's coming back up. When I ask you a question, you can't look it up. You must answer fairly. Does the Pokemon Bagon have a tail? My mind says no. But now my mind is picturing it with a tail. I don't think it has a tail. It should. Did I win? Was I right? Do I get a cookie? If I'm right, is there a prize? No tails, correct. Yes! I'm amazing. My hair is straight, but I still hated having black hair because it's harder to dye. To dye it anything of blue or red unless it's bleached. And I sometimes wash it, or wished it was blonde. I thought the only way to dye hair was to bleach it. Because when I had my hair dyed, years and years and years ago, there was a time where I had bleached ends. Or dyed ends. We did it through bleaching. Because, as you can see, I have dark hair. I have brown hair. My hair is much darker than when I draw. Is that I like this reddish brown tone. I guess my hair would be too dark to really dye it. I'm so not knowledgeable on hair and it's showing. As much as I would love to be a little more knowledgeable on hair, taking care of hair is also extremely expensive. Because if I actually wanted to take care of my hair properly, that's a lot of things. That's a lot of ingredients and stuff. Not ingredients. I've seen the cost. It's so much. Yo, a wild newbie appeared. You do that sometimes. And then we ban him. Because I think it's fun. For black people, our natural hair, 3C, 4C, isn't seen as desirable. So we all have to put in some work, but black women generally have to put in a lot more work. I've seen a lot of videos on... Ooh. Golfers? I had a clump of dust in my shedded hair on my hand. Ugh. Anyways. I've seen a lot of videos of how black women take care of their hair and like how much work it does take. Like it's so much. It's so much. The results are always so beautiful though. Which is why I wish I could actually take care of my curly hair. Because it looks so pretty. It's so nice. But oh my god, the work you had to put into it is so much. Like the most I've gotten to helping my curly hair is washing it correctly. Now that I actually know how to properly wash it. Instead of just throwing in shampoo, conditioner, and calling it a day. But also like scrunching it, and I haven't bought a thing to hold my hair in. I don't know if I remember what the name is. a bonnet. I haven't bought one of those. I also think it'd be a little uncomfortable for me to wear because I don't like things on my head. But at least I'm scrunching it to dry and everything. I'm learning that moisture in my hair is not bad. At least not after a shower. I'm learning tidbits of how to take care of my hair, little by little. I will not be perfect. But I won't be horrible at least. There was after one day where I got somewhat pretty decent curls after doing a nice thorough wash. Drying it properly. I don't think it'll happen again, but it happened once. Now, I may be female, but quote-unquote girly things has never been my cup of tea. I can admire things that would be in those categories, hair being one of them, makeup. Never been one to wear makeup, but I can see how pretty it is. It's just, another universe I'm wearing makeup. I want you to have a teethy smile. Why do I want you to smile? Actually, I want you guys looking in the same direction. Fix. One day I will throw all the product in your hair and luck it's... that sounds like a threat. It sounds like a threat. Back when I had dreads, I had to get re-beaded once every 1 to 2 months, which costed, $70. I guess like every 2 months. That doesn't sound too bad. If it's not, as long as it's not like every month, I guess. That would be pretty cut. I guess 70 every other month is still still crazy. Was it that was a discount? Hold on, that was a discount? Oh, your wallet. I feel bad for your wallet. I have 2 bonnets whenever I lose the other one. And a few dozen do-rags because they always get lost. I also learned that I think it was like silk bonnets are the best for your hair. I can't remember why. I think it keeps like I feel like something about the moisture in your hair and like it keeps like temperature. I can't remember. It was something to do with something around that. But silk bonnets are better than regular bonnets. I don't know what regular bonnets are made out of, or at least what fabric they are. Time to cheat. Flip. There we go. Remember, you also have we got long lashes. Not the same. Is it weird to feel my back dying all of a sudden? Ah! Also, I have been testing newer styles recently. I don't think it's really reflecting in this quite yet. I'm getting back into the flow. I'm trying newer things. In there. My parents told me that I can't be naturally a redhead because it's too rare. Because of reasons that had to do with my parents' Asian genetics. I mean, genetics do play a key factor in being able to be a naturally redhead. Actually, I don't know how. Is it a rare occurrence? Maybe to Asian genetics it is? I honestly don't know. The most common hair is usually black, brown, and blonde. I feel like black hair is the absolute most common in almost like every culture. How do I do your hair? How do I hair? What's my headphones turned out? Exit close to the tab. Oh! How could you? How do I put a hat on you? I designed you with a hat. Knowing full well, I was probably going to have to draw you again. I'm going to draw it. And it's a sketch. Don't gotta go too hard. It's a sketch. It's a sketch. We're not being paid to make a masterpiece. Must be a little more facts. Fuck. Oddly enough, a lot of my commissions lately have been sketches. And I wonder why. Your hair is definitely gonna lay on top of hers. Trying the two characters of like so much hair. There's so much hair. I'm hitting my quiet mode because now I'm actually focused on the drawing. Oh! The pain, the struggles of being a streamer. Bonnets are made out of anything like silk, cotton. Oh, satin is that other one. Satin, the one that's not very good for hair? And plastic. Generally for shower bonnets, but normal ones too. I don't know, I thought plastic was only for shower ones. The shower kit. I think I really planned on how your hair is supposed to look coming out of this head. Going for vibes. Robin. You? Yeah, I think the video I watched was saying satin isn't very good to have for a bonnet. That could be opinion. Or maybe they were trying to sell product. I have no idea. Because I know they're saying that silk was much better. It'd be funny if I actually had it backwards. definitely want to move that farm now. Looked good here, but it didn't work. I have that. Bend your wrist a little more. And put it right here. Yes, maybe. Slay, queen. Most of your army is just gonna be sleeve anyways. Satin isn't good after you shower since it traps the moisture, including any sweat, and it's also uncomfortable. Okay, so trapping moisture was bad. I had that part wrong. Nude. If I ever get a bonnet, maybe one day. I'm also very bad at remembering things I need to buy. It's better. I have a list. I'm not that bad. I have the time. If I do any like shopping, it's because I would shop at work or like after work. But as soon as I get out of work, it's just go home, go home, go home, go home. I don't want to be here. Free me! Plus I hate giving my job any more money. Giving my job its money back. Hand feels so thick. I don't even know where the finger is, it's just the outside part of the hand. That seems good. We hand. We do. Somehow I watch people who do the decora style. My mind says, why do some people give me 2017 Jojo Siwa vibes? Just decora. I feel like I've heard of that style before. Decora style. That's the name of this one! It's a very, very colorful and like decorative style. God, I've always wanted to know what the name of that one was. I thought it was something else. I find those styles very nice to look at. I can't imagine having to put on like all the stickers and charms and everything on yourself. Because it's so much. But it's so cool. Does Snorlax have a tail? No. Snorlax does not have a tail. He's round. He's a round butt. It doesn't? Google AI will tell. If you look up that on Google, it'll say yes. Snorlax has never had a tail. Bygone was a little hard because I couldn't imagine Bygone having a tail. And I know it doesn't. I feel like I should move your arm up. Ugh, tangents. Tangents be gone. Matter of fact, is that why your Is that why you're asking? Is because Google AI is saying wrong things and now you're testing it? Look at this AI hater over here. Ugh. I am also one. Although I can't say much. Usually if I look something up, I am looking at the AI response. It's half the time I'm too lazy to actually look at things. But for the most part, I look up definitions of words. If I had to actually look up information that I want to know, like historical or whatever, I would not look at the AI, like, overview. I would have to be human and actually look up what the answers I was looking for. I wish I put a design on the zipper, but I could not think of anything that was fitting. It says, specifically, yes, Snorlax has a very small, short tail. No, it doesn't. That's a lie. No, it's just something I remember questioning over a year ago. Generally, I just look up to see AI, hey, then check the sources. He should have a little nubby tail. He would have a very squished tail, because he's always sleeping on his back. If the source is only from forum boards like Reddit, I won't trust it without deep diving. That is fair. My favorite one is if you looked up if Slenderman had a brother or something, or had siblings, and thanks to a shitpost on Reddit, the Google AI would say, yes, it's gay Slenderman. Gay Slenderman is Slenderman's brother, whatever it was. I find that would be very funny. It's so stupid. You're giving her a tiny bit of belly. It's a jean fringe. Excuse me, give me back my color. I don't know if it wants the pant things or just shorts. Oh my god, she's sitting on the leg that has the spikes. Ow. You think she took them off for this photo? As a One Piece fan, there's so much misinformation the AI will push out because of the Reddits. Rubber spikes? Yeah, she's sitting on rubber spikes. Okay, well now I'm curious. What have you looked up that, at least One Piece related, that Google AI has gotten wrong? Is it more like comedic things or just things that are just straight up incorrect. Not round out your leg over here. One time I did ask if Flip Eclipse codes before Flip was made had any type of AI or any AI in the coding. And my mind will go blank showing that I don't know how to respond to that. To my knowledge, I don't think they ever used AI stuff. But it's also one that I've never used, so I have no idea. Teen fringe. These pants are... the baggy pants are covering up my lack of leg understanding. Is fine. Shout out given to Banubi. Who dares gives him a shout out? How dare? Did you give yourself a shout out? I still don't remember how to do shout outs. I did at one point. I swear I did at one point. I feel like it's... I didn't. How did you get a shout out? I don't think it ever says who does it. It wasn't from me. No shout outs from me. You suck. Stuff like the creator has said Buggy does have the same potential as Shanks. For reference, he never said that, and Buggy is one of the weakest prevalent characters. I didn't know Buggy was the weakest one in the story, and Shanks is one of the strongest characters. It's so funny. Of all of the two characters to pick from. I didn't know Buggy was like one of the weakest ones either. He was from like the very first season. I can't remember what abilities he even has. That's if he has abilities. So I'm pretty sure, if I remember the story right, he was going to eat a devil fruit, but someone else did? Or maybe he did. Maybe he did. It's been so long. Obviously, I'm not caught up on anything. I just watched things from One Piece here and there. I watch a bit of the Mama arc. The Big Mama arc. Either Big Mom or Big Mama. Now I don't remember. I'm gonna sound like a fool to anyone that actually watched One Piece. Forgive me. I'm doing my best. Mr. Potato. He's Mr. Potato. I don't even know how to. I don't even use Twitch. Banubi. Figure it out. Get with it. Get with the program. Buggy's still very prevalent 1,000 chapters later. in the story, which is why I say he's one of the weakest. I didn't think he was gonna make it that far. I feel like I've seen nothing on Buggy. Like, I see some things here and there on One Piece. At least, like, things that people are hyped about. I have not seen anyone mention Buggy. Except for the live action, and that was it. Which I also haven't seen the live action. No idea if that's actually good. I'm sure it's good to people that wanted or got in or like were interested in One Piece, but kind of a scary rabbit hole to get into. The numbers be a little frightening. What I could do. This doesn't really work, actually. Never mind. It's gonna cheat and be like, ah, I don't have to draw it again. Yeah, still do. What time is it? Oh, I've been going for an hour already. I'm gonna finish this, I swear. Buggy has the Chop Chop fruit, which allows him to separate parts of his body and control them like floating objects. Oh, that's what it was. And he's immune to getting cut. I can think... I don't know, like, every ability. Like, I know pretty basic ones, like Luffy and his rubber Gum Gum. I think it's called Gum Gum. His Gum Gum fruit. Ray's rubber. Zoro doesn't have one, he's just a sword man. Sanji doesn't have one, he's just leg. He is leg. And Robin doesn't have one. No. Robin has one. At least I think she's the one with the arms. Is Robin the arm lady? She can have a million arms and move them anywhere? Question mark? I don't know if they can come from her body, or they can just kind of appear anywhere. Now, why can't I think of the orange-haired chick? Or am I actually getting them mixed up now? I gotta look. One Piece Robin. Robin is Arm Lady. Why can I not remember it? Nami! It's Nami! Jesus! I'm better than this! I'm better than this! I can't remember simple characters' names. Ugh. Smite me down. I deserve absolute punishment for what I am saying. The reason why there's so much misinformation spread by the AI is because One Piece has a thing called the SBS, a question corner that the creator answers fan questions, and back in the days before 2018, not many people have actually read the SBS, or read a handful, so a lot of misinformation was spread around because people would say, in the SBS, Oda said this thing. Luffy can't create rubber, he's made out of rubber. And Robin does have one which allows her to sprout any of her body parts on any surface. Oh, I thought it was mostly hands. Because I feel like that's what I've only seen. So stupid. I find myself to be funny sometimes. And I'm tiny. I am small. have watched One Piece movies. I've watched Red, Gold. I feel like I watched another one at one point. I don't remember. It's either that or I saw a preview of another movie and didn't get a chance to watch it. One Piece movies go hard. They're pretty good. The Red movie, I like that movie. I think that was the first One Piece movie I've ever actually watched. It goes hard. It goes pretty hard. Also, the music in the movie, fabulous. Gold was also an interesting one. That one was about casino pirate ship. And basically, you're fucked if you lose. Gambling addict hell. Great movie. I know I'm not getting this quote right. I could look up reference. That would help me do that, right? I'm not going to, because in this sketch, I shouldn't be too worried about the anatomy. I still have a whole other person to draw. Just realized I don't have to draw your hand on her head because it's gone. Not my hand. Right, you, get out of here. You, come here. Started with you, and now I'm ending with you. Okay. She primarily does hands since hands are a lot more useful, but she can sprout any part like eyes, legs, and head. And also, whenever something hurts the limb, it hurts her. Okay. I see how that can come in handy in a lot of situations. Just her main showcase has always been the hands. If AI didn't advance and just stayed as something where it was at 2015 or 2060 Alexis system, then it wouldn't be infecting the art community in the first place. It wouldn't be affecting the environment as hard it is as well. There is a lot of concerns with how AI is now. But unfortunately, the best we can do is 1. Vote with your wallet. 2. Complain. Make sure we don't get those data centers up and running. Please complain. We need more complainers. We don't need towns or cities to approve jobs like this. Or projects. Building projects. And if they can't do that, we're fucked. Am I gonna do the thing? Yes, I am. Certified lazy. The work at work. Pretty woman. Oh. Cat needs your. What is it? Why is there a pole here? Who's making poles? What is happening? Not as funny as maybe. What? Cat? Huh? What is this? What is this? And I just realized the poll is cat funny sometimes, and then all of those. I wonder who made that poll and who I'm going to have to fire. And for your information, I did eat real food today. I actually made scrambled eggs. That's right. I made food, and I ate real food. I didn't eat cookies like last time. And funny story about those cookies. Remember how the last stream I was eating cookies? And I said that's like all I ate. So yeah, there was an 8-pack of cookies that day, and I ate all of them before, during, and after stream. And they weren't small cookies. They were not small. My tummy hurt for a while after that, and I can't imagine why. It's crazy how that happened. Honestly, I'm a little offended that that happened. My body is weak. Bad? What do you mean bad? I ate cake. We swapped diets. I ate cake for breakfast. Did you eat my cake that you were saving? Milky? Did you eat my cake? How could you? I was excited for a piece of cake. You ate it? I haven't eaten in general, which is why I have this one. Wait, no. Don't be like me. There is a rule in this stream. Cat is a bad influence. Do not copy her. Go get some food. Any kind of food. Eat something. Get some trying to say nutrition and nutrients at the same time, and my head is dying. Get some nutrition in your diet. Nutrients. Eat banana. Eat apple. Not a pear. Do what she said. Not as she. Yes. Yay! Milky still has cake for me. This is why Milky is so much better than Banubi. Someone saves me cake. Just saying. Just saying. Not just any kind of cake. Strawberry cake. Now, this might be a hot take. Strawberry cake is probably one of the best cake flavors. Shout out, give it to Milky. Who is doing the shoutouts? Purple, are you in here? Because I know you do them occasionally. If you are, hello, Purple. Hiding from me. Can't do that. Just realized you're Yep, there he is. Hi, Purple. Hold on, you gotta reach my water. Ah! Oh. Of course, he comes in with them channel points. Hi! Yeah! I always thought I should have like a sound for every time I was thinking about having a soundboard every time I had to change my model. But I think it's funnier if I just make random noises. How do I draw your boots? I'm not gonna lie. This client of mine. Huh? I forgot I had a Lord. Okay, lore. I must think of story. Story about my youth. I do have one. So, oh my god, 35 streak stream, god damn. You earned those points. So, when I was younger, right in high school, I was in another program. And it was like a career-based program. And the reason why I'm going to tell you I hate graphic design, I was in the graphic design classes for it. And how it was is, it was a program you do during school. So half of your school day, you would be there. You would take the bus there, and then the other half, you would come back to school. So essentially, I was doing 2 schools. There was a project. A very specific project that we had to do in there. Because not only was it graphic design, it was also doing other, like, multimedia stuff. So there was a project that, we had to do a documentary on ourselves. And if I ever reach 1 million subs or something, 1 million followers on YouTube, 1 million subs on YouTube, whatever, maybe I'll share that documentary one day. Oh my god, is it cringe. It is the cringiest thing I ever made. The opening... Or actually, I animated the opening to that video. But the original opening, or at least that comes after that, is a video of my friend with a POV of dragging me on the hard, gross floor of that classroom. With the opening intro being, you see that pathetic loser on the floor right there? Yeah, that's me. I hate it so much. It is so bad. It is so bad. I hated that project. As most people do, because who wants to make a documentary on yourself? I had interviews and stuff with friends, family, all in the video. It was so bad. It was so bad. It was so bad. So if you ever want to see that, hit that follow button, hit that like, comment, do things. Whatever the cool YouTubers say. It'll never come out. Ever. Unless I hit 1 million of something. $1 million? Maybe? Maybe? Help me? Nope. I can only dream of having $1 million. Ugh. But yeah, the more you know. I still can't believe he made that teacher had that as an assignment. That was awful. I actually talked to that teacher. Very disappointingly, because he now supports AI. We're a teacher that teaches a creative class. Can't believe that. Biggest disappointment of my life. But anyways. I heard he no longer does that because no student ever wanted to do it because most people would drop out before they'd have to do that in their 2nd year. It's like, shocker. No one wants to make a cringy video about their life. We're teenagers, we don't even have a life. So there's that. Did I do good on my character lore? Do you guys feel like you learned a lot about me? Has everyone left after hearing my story? I am cringe lord. Double checking things. I've been streaming for 1.5 hours. The line art's almost done. At least. I feel like I had to have her dress showing a little bit more. At least her shoes are pretty simple. So it doesn't look bad. But everyone, get out of the way. Yeah, where? Bye. Wow. Oh, wait. Ow! I cracked my finger. You know, not to exactly change the topic or anything. Nor do I know how to segue this. God, hit the button. There we go. Nor would I know how to exactly segue this. I have been working in the background on a... You just call me brittle and old? Who do you think you are? I'll time you. You know what? Not. I have powers. That I don't know how to use. But I have powers. I could do so much to you. If I knew how to. If I knew how to. I'm not on the screen to do it. I was gonna be funny and be like, I could time you out for like 10 seconds. I unfortunately am not on the screen to do it. So you're safe. You're safe for now. Powers of old. You know what? You suck. When I was in elementary school, our teacher would let me draw because I was drawing cartoons, and some of my classmates would draw anime and then would say, don't do it at all. Yeah, that's cool. To most teachers, drawing was a distraction. Can't say it's wrong on some occasions. And sometimes I'd be sitting there drawing and be like, oh, character lore. Yes, this is a perfect time to be thinking of stories. And then learn fuck all. But look, I graduated. I feel like I was saying something, now I don't remember. I cast mystery strawberry candy in my pot. Those candies are really good! I just realized I forgot the thingies on your boot. I don't know how I forgot those, but I did. God damn it. I'm not old. Matter of fact, definitely had those moments where I was more invested in my drawing than the class. Listen, sometimes the drawing be banging, you know? It's just like suddenly you're cooking. You gotta focus on it. And also, like, sometimes the class sucked. So I gotta keep myself amused somehow for like 2 hours. Or however long those classes were, because I don't remember. I think they were 2 hours? Or at least maybe an hour and a half. I think that's how long my high school classes were. My cringy character lore was banging at that time. Now, before anyone interrupts me again, I have been working on things in the background. I can't say too much on it because I do want to keep most of it a surprise. But there's going to be some changes. I don't know how long it'll take. I want to say maybe before the end of this year, I'm gonna have some... A lot of things are gonna be upgraded. Let's say that. But there's still things like missing on my Twitch. Like I've never made panels. They're just plain boring text. I don't even use all of my emote slots. Things like that. Things of those natures. Upgrades. You want upgrades, people. Upgrades. So you know what I'm gonna do? Upgrades, people. Upgrades! Anime Neko's theme park? How'd you know? Well, now it's not a surprise. Now I don't want to do it anymore. Look at that. You ruined the surprise. No more theme park. I hope you're proud of yourself. No! I told you not to ruin the surprise. But things are cooking. There's certain things that some people have asked, be like, when is this coming out? Are you ever gonna do it? One of them being a Discord. Which I think I will give into the demand. That will happen. But of course, as a warning, I do plan on having an 18 older Discord. It does not mean adult oriented. It just means age safe. Children scare me and minors should not be online. Children, go play outside. Go away. But also just for the safety of the community. No children. Food children. Children are gross. Yucky. I found a 3x3 feet paint canvas. Still in its wrapper being thrown away at my job. Huh. Being thrown out. That's a crime. Hey, free canvas for you though. Hell yeah. I'm not much of a painter, however, I do really like watercolor painting. I haven't done it in over a year now. If I could ever figure out how to set up a stream to actually do like a camera and watercolor paint, you bet I would do that. So one day, I do have a camera, but I don't know if it could handle... I don't have a capture card or anything like that. That's probably the only thing. That is not the color I got. Thank you, Greta. Trying to figure out lips is so hard sometimes. I've been trying to incorporate things I don't normally draw, just because I don't ever want to figure out how to do it in my style. Lips, nails, which I did not draw on either of these guys, and I need to. I'm putting them in here. We've been doing it. We're working. I'm gonna go rot now. Haven't slept. Oh, Benooby. Go sleep. Yeah, shoot. Go to bed. I demand it. Streamer woman and your boss says go sleep. to get a little softer. I'm gonna keep the stream on for review. Hell yeah. I don't have any pain anymore, but I will figure it out. Anything is possible. One time I had a moment where someone asked me if I'm JoJo Siwa, and then I tell them JoJo Siwa isn't in her unicorn phase anymore. I have no idea what she does. I knew that she was a kid model. That was about it. And eventually she grew up and then did really weird shit. Like pissing in a cat litter box. Cat box. Growing up as a celebrity really does something to your mental state. Also her weird dance moves. It's coloring after and won't take me forever. That is a rarity. Oh, I do have a good background now. Oh. I have a feeling I know what I'm going to do with it. We can share to the class. What are you gonna do? Don't keep me in suspense. Unless it's a surprise. If I'm remembering right, you said you don't really share your stuff. At least you weren't sharing your writing and all that. But do you share artwork things online? I know I followed some of y'all that like to chat around and all that. I think I use this brush. This is the fluffiest and probably the best hair I've ever done for. Oh my god. Ugh. The curly cues. I'm going to get some cheap paints and paint a Terraria painting. Oh, that sounds so good. Do that, do that, do that. I don't think Nickelodeon is gonna find any more kid mascots anytime soon because they don't want what happened to JoJo and to recreate it again. She's a Nickelodeon mascot? I watched Nickelodeon all the time as a kid. I don't think I ever really remember seeing her except in commercials. What child cares about a commercial? Unless it's a toy commercial, then I would care. Okay, one more pattern. I'll be done coloring Jolie after I color the boots. That's not your boot. Wrong leg. I need a new soundtrack. It'll happen eventually. Just copyright is so scary. Alright, one has been colored. This color. Here we go. One is now fully colored. Eat. Next. Probably gonna be a little more complicated. I'm a digital 3D and traditional 2D artist, but I only post my 3D art, though not frequently, especially after the car crash a few weeks back. I'm sorry, after the car crash? Are you okay? Are other people okay? I hope you're recovering. I think the main mascot is in like main big female star who the channel heavily pushed. Yeah, that's what I figured, that's what they meant. But even then, I feel like I never noticed her. I watched so much Nickelodeon as a kid. I don't remember them pushing for her at all. I could have been like blissfully unaware the entire time. Just not caring about who that person was. Just feel like I would have seen it. They did it with Zoe 101, they did it with Victorious. And then they tried to do it with Ariana Grande. Yeah, those ones I definitely know. I don't even remember if she was on like a show or anything. My memory could also just be ass. Very highly likely. I have the memory of a toothpick. Ariana Grande sounds like a Taco Bell item. No. Starbucks, actually? Purple, come on. Get with it. I'm just gonna get the main colors down, and then I'll select each one based on those colors. I have a better way of doing zippers, and I just won't. gotta do the X on the cap. Oh, I'm almost done, yet I'm so far. I'm so far. And yet I'm so close. Sometimes I forget I can hold this. It makes coloring now so much, at least a little bit easier. Sometimes I forget what tools I have at my disposal. That's Ariana Vente. Oh, I'm so sorry. I don't remember if she was on a show, but Nick had her win multiple Kids' Choice Awards, multiple commercials, multiple Nick songs. So only the Grande part. She was in a couple shows. She was in Sam and Cat, and she was in Victorious. I don't know if she was in anything else, at least like voice actor wise or anything. But those are the main shows that she was in. See, now I'm thinking of it more does seem more Starbucks coded. See? That's what I'm saying. You understand my stupidity now. Eh. I'm almost done. I do have to still do a background. Fix minor cutting mistakes. Okay. Now to the jacket. What should I use for the jacket? Yeah, use this one. No, not that one. Use this one, but smaller. No, not that one. It had to be that first one. Maybe because this is smaller. There we go. Now I can focus. Block out all the colors as they should be. And then go in with that brush. This doesn't seem like... What brush did I use? Oh, maybe it was this one. Oh, damn. Okay, maybe it was this one. Yeah, it was this one. Okay. Find my brush. I can section this part out. And go back to the brush. Where'd the brush go? There it is. And I remember seeing JoJo Siwa on a lot of book bag bows, Converse, and seeing on ice cream. I don't think I've ever seen her on ice cream. No, I don't mean Ariana Grande, I mean JoJo. I don't remember her in any series, but all the other stuff I mentioned before. I figured they usually go to a series before they try really pushing them to be like a child mascot. At least that sort of actor gig. Anyways, I should probably do some more art since I've not said anything or posted anything after the crash. Do it! And again, I hope you're feeling well. Also, it has been forever since I've done a raid, and there's a particular streamer that's going to be streaming after me. If I end my streaming time. So we will be doing that today. Yippee! Do I have the texturing in this? Ooh. Anyways. Minor distraction. I'm alright myself, it's just a car crash and the other people are good. Okay, that's good. This happened 3 weeks ago. As long as everyone is safe and healthy, that's all that matters. Of course, it doesn't sound like a car is healthy. A car is a lot more replaceable than a person. Also, I hope you're able to get insurance claims on that. Or at least good luck with insurance. Insurance sucks, and that is all I know. I will add texture. I will do it. Only a little bit. Not that noticeable, but that's fine. Now, background. The universe just doesn't want me to do any art challenges. Yeah, I haven't done an art challenge in like forever. With a lesbian flag. Lesbian. Lesbian. Girls. I don't think anyone would actually understand my reference. Alright. Surely I can make some kind of interesting background with this. We'll start out with blobs of color. Okay, let's see what we can do in filters. There's the only thing of changing that. Ooh. Actually, I guess I do camo. Right now. Okay, maybe. Kinda like it. Let's go, lesbians! Hell yeah. Each time I try to start something, bad has happened. And But newbies say the same thing about certain things. Yeah, that's kind of cool actually. I didn't even know that this was a thing. Okay, we're cooking. We're cooking. The first time the computer started deleting my art files. The second, my SSD drive completely decayed, so I couldn't do art for 3 months till I replaced it. The third, I twisted my ankle twice and couldn't move, and then, maybe you shouldn't do art challenges. Have you tried doing art suggestions instead? Sounds like you're cursed. I'll creep that as a thing so I can turn that off and on. And let's see, what other things can we add? I don't think I really need it. Oh, put that one on. Give it a little bit of pixel. Mosaic. I like the fuzziness. Okay. Crop button. Go. There we go. That's been better. My third challenge was basically just taking other people's suggestion. You might be cursed. I hate to tell you. But that sounds like a curse. Did you piss someone off? Did you make someone very mad? I don't know why. Is it every time I see pleb? Can be pleb? Pleb. It makes me think of flannels and candy hats. I'm not a fan of plaid. Both having to draw plaid and also just plaid patterns. Never been a fan. Let's see, is there any texture I could add in here? Use it a little more. At this point, I'm kind of just messing around with things to see what happens. Is that the frigid bagel in my chat? Aren't you supposed to be streaming right now? Sir? If I remember the times right. Well, what do you mean, well? Stream elements is down. Speaking of another cursed individual. The story ever since I started 3D, since I have some sort of issue every 6 months at the very least. At least, it's not as cursed as a normal art challenge for you. So now I'm trying to decide if I can... I mean, do you need stream elements to stream? I mean, you could be like me. I have boring streams. I don't add things so I'm too lazy to figure all that out. Because dear lord, that's so much stuff. I can't imagine how much stuff you have to do to actually, you know, put things in. That's not how I want to do that. Let's be smart. I'm an artist. I'm a smartist. Yeah, kind of borders. Yeah, yeah. Chat, how we feeling? My chat overlay and multi-streamer are all through stream elements. You know, it might be time to change some of that around so you're not relying all on one thing. I mean, don't you use OBS? Do you have to have everything just on stream elements and not using things through OBS? Because I honestly have no idea what stream elements even does. All my stuff is just on OBS and just plastered onto my scenes. I was already planning on moving most of my notifications to mix it up instead of everything with stream elements. I'm starting to see why you might be considering. It's not as bad as twisting my ankle twice and getting into a car crash in the span of 2 months. Oh, it's still pretty bad. Yeah, I would call that bad. Bless your little soul. You gotta keep that creative mind going. Listen, if God can't stop you, who will? You have to challenge God. Realize I forgot the color gradient in your hair. How could I? No, you won't see it that much, but it is there. I think I'm done. I think I did it. 2 hour, 20-minute sketch. Actually, just 2 hours. A sketch that took me 2 hours. Oh, I'm getting better. Don't make me yap too much. Yeah. Happy Pride Month. Nailing it. Hold the phone, the website loaded. Things like the cool chat pop-up on the screen needs to be... You mean like the thing I have? Like how my chat pops up? I use... Bot Tricks, I think it's called. Because I'm assuming that's not through stream elements or anything. You can always try using that. We're so bad. Don't worry, I will continue this challenge whether I'm better since it's a year-long- Ooh, well. Okay, well now you gotta tell me about the year-long art challenge. I wanna know now. I get to see the end result first. That's cheating. But I guess you are a better, you're a better follower than the client. Can't believe this. Save that. I'm not done. I forgot the thing on her hat. I told myself not to forget, and then I forgot. Ah! Don't look at me. For shame. I would never forget, I swear. Everything you know about me. I swear it's true. I don't forget. I never forgot. Aha, there we go. How do I not? There we go. Sometimes I wonder, why am I like this? And it's because I'm an artist. That's why. There we go. Now I'm done. I didn't forget a single thing. No one can prove that. I wouldn't tell. You didn't forget, clearly. You're doing that exactly. Definitely not wiping sweat off my brow after that. Alright. Now to go yeet the commission at the client. Yeet. Lesbian delivery. Perfect. This is also why you should commission me. I make great content out of the things I draw. Come on! Upload! VGen! There. Okay. Everything's complete. I done did it. And I forget nothing. Everything's good. Done. I can't believe this took me 2 hours. And I started the pose base too. Oh, Lordy Lou. You take commissions, tell me more. Ha! Well, you see this small cat talking to you on the screen? It has a VGen and needs money. Commission me, please. I do take commissions on VGen. You also message me on other platforms about commissions, which also at the top of the screen. I would be gladly. I would gladly give you prices and estimates and budget-friendly inquiries. I draw a lot. But also, don't want a commission, just want to support. Every follow, comment, whatever you do, retweets, reposts, everything's so helpful. Everything's nice. I love all support. All support is very much appreciated. Unless you're trying to fight someone on my behalf. Don't do that. That's bad support. Don't be like those fandoms. Don't do it. Don't do it. It sounds like a steal. Alright, now that challenge. The challenge was, before the problems occurred, something I called poodles. Oh, I think you have mentioned this one before. Because there isn't a 3D equivalent for the word doodle. For each week, I'd spend most 30 minutes to model something from a list of stuff people have recommended, and is possible in 30 minutes, and I would have to do 2 a week. I should steal that. It's an hour of work each, would have added up to 104 models at the very least, since I would have done more than 2. You know, that sounds really fun, actually. You have told me about the poodles, but I don't think you told me there was like an art challenge that you're doing like weekly, especially doing 2 a week. That's crazy. Since they are low poly models, I don't think it would be too difficult. What if I stole that? What if I steal your poodles? I keep looking for excuses to do 3D on stream. And then you know what I don't do? That thing I say that I should do. Also, I don't know how well... I mean, if I could play Power World on stream and it doesn't die, maybe Blender would be okay? Question mark? I might have already also forgotten. No, I just realized I never changed my thing from just chatting to Art again. Oh, so professional. Oh well. We're doing great. No, not low poly. I don't do low poly art unless it's Pico Cat, which just uses it's just models in 3D. Huh. Well, that would make it a lot tougher then. Doing a low poly model twice a week definitely wouldn't be bad. I can see that one being a lot easier, and I'd still see each of them at least taking an hour. But doing 2, like, actual models, that sounds tough. I applaud the attempt, and hopefully you can get back to it. Temu in a nutshell sells the most low quality stuff, mostly for a low price just to scam people, and some of the stuff had AI images to scam. Oh, I know. Someone in my family has a AI hoodie of a cat. The idea was cute, but it's AI, and every time I look at it, it's just, ugh! It makes me want to puke. Why must you do this? Why must you do this to me? It's a sad world out here. PicoCAD 2 runs well on streams. I don't think... Is that something I can get off of Steam? Question mark? I just realized, was I saying right? It's a Pico or PicoCAD? Not saying on Steam. I'm putting up all the wrong things. Yes, you can. I did not pop up. Oh, maybe because I'm spelling it wrong, like an idiot. Yep, there it is. I have set them. Texturing. This looks like such... It's like a pixel version of 3D. That's actually kind of cool. Oh, it even has... It has... sheets? Sprite sheets. And it does animation too. Hey yo. I'll add that to my wishlist so I don't lose that. $15 too. That's not bad. I'm going to consider. But I do have Blender and I would like to learn more Blender. But of course for streaming. And just also learning and getting myself back into 3D stuff. Actually, that would be great. I've talked about it here and there, but me and Banubi having like a game project. It's most likely going to be pixelized. So knowing something like that would definitely be good to know. Write that down, write that down, write that down! I'm not gonna forget this. This is a very good recommendation, actually. I'm the second biggest and advertiser of this program. I'm kind of surprised I haven't heard of it before, since I already have some knowledge on pixel work. Or not pixel, 3D work, and pixel. This is gonna be something so nice. Imagine taking commissions with this. Oh, that'd actually be so cool. Oh, making like character rooms and stuff. I have ideas. I have a lot of ideas. The one thing I wonder is, could you take these models outside of this program? Like if I were to use things, if I wanted to use one of the models like in Blender, maybe for like a video or something. It's not that popular of a program. I'm kind of surprised. This seems like such a good one to get into, especially for like beginners, because it is, as advertised, the bare basics of 3D models. If I could 3D model, I would love... If I could 3D model, I would love doing 3D model commissions too. I absolutely loved it. Me learning 3D animation, models, bare basics of rigging, model rigging sucks, just so you know. I think Blender simplifies it down, but I had Maya as a thing to learn for college. That program kinda sucks, not gonna lie. But I went into an animation course, and it was only 3D, there was no 2D in it. And honestly, learning all of that stuff was really nice. I enjoyed it a lot more than I thought I would. And my problem is, I had to relearn it on Blender. And because I'm not doing it like every day, it takes a bit out of you. If I'm not consistent with it, I end up forgetting a lot of things. Like I wish I was able to pick up on things as like muscle memory, especially for 3D. My life would be so much easier. I lost my tabs. No, I didn't. You didn't hear that. I don't lose anything. You can take these models out, but sadly, it doesn't keep the pixelized style. Oh. I guess I would have to go into a retexturing thing. Because you'll have the models, and they're already going to be basic shapes. So you'd probably have to go into something like Blender and then retexture them with something like a pixelized brush. That doesn't sound horrible. I learned how to model, rig, and texture models, but I do absolutely nothing with my models. You guys want to see something cringy? Would you guys like to see my first like full 3D animation? It's on my channel. I don't mind sharing it. But boy howdy. She's a little ugly. I think that was after that was the first year of learning animation. Hold on, I'm gonna go find it. I know I redid the model. I never re-rigged it or anything. I just did a different 3D sculpt of it. It's so much better, but Lord, I think about it, I want to redo it again. There it is. Oh, it's so ugly. Turn off that sound. Get my tabs in order. There we go. Here's baby cat's face 3D full animation. I'm so glad all of you can be here for this. It's also rendered at such low quality because I had no idea how rendering and stuff really worked. So gross. Gotta go. Very busy with family stuff. See you later. But thanks for popping by. I think I totally missed you. Bye. My first 3D technically animation was freaking googly eyes. This one wasn't my first like animation, but it was like my first like film animation, I guess. Short film animation. Alright, time to play this amazing video. It even has sound and everything. I can even see like some parts where the model interacted with the camera. Ah, the texturing on the butterfly, it was too bright. The trees killed me to make. Oh no, it wasn't a horrible animation. It was so funny to look back on. I remember really liking my flower when I made it, though. Like, what is happening to your arm here? I'm pretty sure I still couldn't figure out why it was like that for the longest time. I still don't know what it is. There's so many instances where that her arm is like this. I think it happened in her torso later, too. Look at her go. Your face is so flat. Why is your face so flat? Why did I give no dimension to your face? Oh. I should probably do stuff with my models since I'm fully rigged. You should. Animate, animate, animate. Do it. Do it. The texture reminds me of bowling alley animations. You are so not wrong. That's really funny, actually. It definitely does. Because, like, there was lighting in here, but I didn't know how to properly render out any of the lighting and have that correct. I don't know if I ever... I gotta look for it. I don't think I ever posted just the block cycle. But there was another model I did the next year. My entire final year was supposed to be making a full short animation. Like, again, but better. It was supposed to be like a minute longer. But COVID sadly happened. I have a whole... I wonder if I can actually access that model and put it into Blender and start animating with it. Yeah, 'cause it's in my demo reel. My very old demo reel. Yeah, it reminds me of Scott causing animations. See, what it reminds me is Mr. Stain and on Junkman Alley. If you look it up, you'll understand why. Weird show. Still don't know why it is like that. Anyways. Re-upload this, but with incorrect audio design. Or a cat yowling and everything. That would be pretty funny. You know, maybe I should. You know, if I get bored one day. I'm pretty sure the model I'm talking about is in this. Oh wait, actually... This was my other one. Which, the model looks much better. I had an entire storyboard for it, also on my channel. But because of COVID, I could not do nearly as many things confidently at home as I would in the classroom. Dear Lord, that was something. Oh god, my copyright! Help! Copyright! No, no sound. I animated a lot with copyright sounds. It's fine. Most of these were for maps. The multi-animated projects. Yeah, so this was the full... This was like the next year new approved. I know what I'm doing. I know how to texture and everything. This model gave me Ashtura. So I never made a quadruped model. And I decided I could make a fox. So I'm wondering if I actually still have this model. I'm still pretty proud of it. I loved that one. Oh, the dream recipe. My application that got me into Symphony. Too bad Days Studio's kind of dead. There hasn't been working there forever. I think that was... Did I have any other 3D stuff in here? I did not. Wait. Stop! Stop! Wait. If I could access this model again... Did I hear a Lizzo song? No. I don't know what you're talking about. Copyright's not here. You never heard it. If I could access this model, I would probably try animating with it again. It would probably be a good way to get me back into it. The only thing is, I did do it all in Maya, so I don't know if the bones and everything in the rig would transfer to Blender. I'm going to assume no. There's also some other problems with the model itself. Like you can see the odd bending in the leg here. I didn't have... What is it called? It's the thing I hate. My typology. I hated typology. I understood it as a concept, but having to do it was very hard. Especially for models. Oh. I hate to scram because I love seeing an old animation. But alas, it's my time. Bye, Bagel! Don't worry. I'll be over there. I'll be around. Oh? Oh? I've been freed from my furry torment. Hi-ya! It didn't work. I love this program. Ah! Nailed it! Look at that. I disappear, and then bam! I'm back. Big, tall, humongous woman. Typology. Yeah. I hated typology. Also, skinning was a little bit hard for me to learn. And for those who don't know what skinning is, it's basically figure out what part of the model has to move and how it interacts and affects another one. So like think of how the muscles react in places like your shoulder. Like they stretch and move with the elbow. So if the elbow moves, you're going to see the rest of that part of the skin move with the model. Because my typology wasn't very good. it was something. I have yet to give Huion another chance. Huion is a tablet, right? It's not one I've ever had. I've heard both good and bad things about it. Honestly, they stopped sponsoring a lot of animators that I watched, so I kind of stopped hearing about it. And Huion was a huge, like, sponsor share. It was really... Oh, I missed one. COVID is the reason why I started 3D. Also, Huion was for a different reason years before. Huion is a tablet, right? If I'm thinking of the right thing. Having a good tablet for this stuff is also really nice. I am looking to upgrade my tablet. The thing is, the next tablet I want to get is about like $300. That's a lot of money. but it would be bigger than the one I have now, which mine is an XP Pen Artist 12 series, not the Pro, because I might have said it's Pro before, but the series. It's a nice size. The tablet itself is great. I don't really use the buttons as much. I do like the placement where they are and how they feel. I just choose not to use the buttons. I like the keyboard, because the keyboard's a little more convenient for my left hand. Beyond is a digital art company, not just art tablets but pens, brushes, and that one weird button tool some artists get. Honestly, I kind of wish I had that button thing, because I use a keyboard, but the keyboard's a little hard to use because half of it goes behind my tablet. So I have to move the keyboard, hit the button, and kind of move it back. I don't have a big desk either. There's so many things. But I haven't considered getting a Huion tablet. I think I'm going to stick with XP Pen as a tablet in brand. My very first one was Wacom, or Wacom, whatever you want to call it. Also wasn't a bad tablet. I just got a recommendation, and I did get to see XP Pen at a convention. And I did like it there. The presentation was nice, and I liked how it felt. So then, that's how I got this one. I gotta go upgrades. I think the one I want to upgrade to is the Artist Series 16, which is going to be, I don't want to say much bigger, but it's definitely bigger than the one I have now. I like how the buttons are on that one. I think they don't have eraser on that pen, which the one I have does have it. I don't use it, because I end up hitting E for Krita instead of using the eraser tool. There's so many things. There's so many things. I have so many plans and ideas. You know what I don't have? A lot of time. But also, I think it is time that I end. Anyway, back when I wanted to do digital art, back when I wanted to do digital art, my first and only drawing tablet I got was Huion. Back when it was fairly new and many YouTubers were advertising it. It was like a year-old company, but the wires for mine came rusted, so I couldn't really work. So I never really got into 2D or digital 2D art. I had no idea the wires could rust. Interesting. I think right around when it did come out, Huion was sponsoring a lot of artists. Like, they were sending them the tablet for the reviews. There's so many artists that did that. And hey, Huion. Let me get comfortable. Let me get close and personal. Huion. I may be a small artist, but you can send one my way, and I will review it. I will be happy. Having to review something sounds pretty cool. But also XP Pen, if you want to sponsor me, I'd be very happy. Welcome, you too. I haven't heard a lot on Wacom tablets in forever. I'm sure they have some good ones. Actually, my last college I went to, huge Wacom tablets. I want to say like $600 to maybe like $800. Those things are so good. Every single Storytime artist had one. Storytime, and then like very like popular map, again, multi-animation project animators. Like, all of them were being sponsored. I guess the art world on the YouTube kind of fell off, at least from what I'm seeing. A lot of them was just shorts, so I'm not seeing a lot of that anymore. Very sad. After the first year of the pandemic, I had a year-long art block, which was really frustrating to me, which is why I switched to doing 3D art. Hey, whatever gets you into the creative space, It is all supported. I need to get back to 3D. Also 2D. I need to do a lot of things. I know there's recently been a big surge in storytime animators making their first videos. Has there been? That's crazy. I think I gotta get on the train. Although I don't like making scripts. I could talk on my ass, but that wouldn't exactly make a good video. I mean, animation's definitely been going up, especially with indie. I'm sure a lot of that's really inspiring people. But okay. No more distractions. I gotta get out of here. And today, before I end, I am going to send my lovely viewers on a raid. And to the person who would tell you guys to get in the car and go be nice to someone. So, thank you to all my chatters and my listeners and everyone in between. I will be streaming tomorrow, however, I am going to be streaming earlier and probably for less time. But your girl wants to go swimming. I don't remember the raid command. Okay, I do. I do know how. So tomorrow, it's probably gonna be at 11 Eastern Standard Time rather than anything else. 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time is probably when I'm gonna be streaming. I will be streaming a game. I do not know if Anubi's gonna join me or I'm gonna do game solo. We'll find out. We'll see. Or maybe I will just art. I don't plan anything. So with that being said, I think it's time to go raid. Bye-bye, guys! Go! Get in the car! Get out of here! Be nice! And tell Bagel I said hi. Yeet! Get out of here! Shoot! Shoot! And now,